All right, a very good morning or other time appropriate greetings to you folks here on Speed Gaming 2. Welcome to yet another race in the Metroid Prime Randomizer 2021 tournament. We got a good one for you today, folks. AeroRaiser and Dinopony are showing their skills. I am Captain MD13, and today I am joined by Robo Scout. How you doing today?
I'm okay. It's a bit early in the morning for me. Granted, this might depend on how you define morning and early, but it is for me, and despite the disagreement of my parents. Anyway, I'm here to help out with commentary. Yeah, even if it is early in quotation marks for me. So, off today, we've got AeroRaiser and Dinopony. Both of them been around the block for a while, and hopefully they will put on a good show for us. I believe going off the they have RA'd it to even weekly settings, so we will be seeing random elevators today.
I think you're thinking of the CZ versus Digglewrath race later tonight. Today's race is just all nothings or flamethrowers.
Yeah, I guess I'll check.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the schedule here.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
That's all right. That's still a good idea to bring up hype for tonight's race, though. That should be a good one.
Yep. Although, of course, replacing nothings with flamethrowers doesn't mean that there's going to be... Is that a flamethrower or is that a super missile over the course of the seed?
Yeah, gonna be plenty of those, I'm sure.
Yep. Looks like the race is going off in the race, and runners are moving. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and we get the obnoxious loading screen where you just wait so long, like, come on, I'm burning time, please move faster, even though it's the same speed every time.
Could you imagine if that 3.2 or 3.3 actually sped that up?
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, so other than flamethrowers replacing nothings, standard start otherwise. So we're going to see both of our runners immediately go for the SJF here. Runners are both 2 and 1 as we enter the 4th round of Swiss. I say enter, but we're really exiting because the round should wrap up tomorrow.
Yep. We've just got the last 2 races in the round, but granted, good for you because it's the weekend, although not as packed as Thursday was.
Yeah, there's been so many like stacked days. Like for the audience at home, I'm sure this is fantastic because what better than a marathon of Prime Rando to help the week pass along?
I think SpeedGaming might as well disagree with you with the scheduling that's been going on behind the scenes.
I mean, that is fair. From a scheduling and a stat perspective, yeah, that can be quite the workload.
Yeah, props to SpeedGaming for dealing with our scheduling nonsense.
Indeed.
We route things optimally, not spread things out.
As of late, though, to be fair, we have been spreading things out because this we're running 3.1 of the Randovania, and it has been giving us some nasty seeds lately.
Yep.
Ooh, nice area.
Early area. I wonder if our runners decided to take advantage of that earlier. Anyway, let's see. Will the runners be nice to us and give us the hints early, or will they hold on to the hints of suffering until later in the seed? I feel like Dinopony might have forgotten one of the hints there. I don't know.
I am not sure.
Anyway, it looks like they are not being nice to us anyway, so we will not be seeing all of the hint. We will not be seeing the hints immediately.
Yeah, and this is something we typically see in runners that they won't actually go and check the hints until more of the world is open. Because right now it's pretty clear where we're going. We're going to room name Hive Mecca.
Yeah. Looks like here. Fungal hull access.
Faison mining tunnel. Vent shaft. Tower chamber. Faison processing.
And storage depot A.
5 of those artifacts are in mines.
The suffering continues.
Ah, that's ridiculous. What is with all these mines-loaded artifacts?
I think it's got something to do with, like, basically the way people have set up the place artifacts after X amounts.
Yeah, ever since we put that in, the game has just loved placing artifacts in the late game.
But yeah, it certainly made the late game seeds a bit more exciting.
Yeah, I swear, like, almost every race I've called in the last 2 weeks has had an artifact in Faison Mining Tunnel.
I haven't actually seen it yet, but I have heard the stories. And the fun.
But yeah, no, it's just ridiculous. It's I mean, it's great for the audience at home, but if you're the runners, it kind of almost makes you wish you had the stacked Chozo seeds again. Although it's funny that because I believe in the Gollop Dinopony race last week, all artifacts were logically accessible at 8 minutes
Eh.
because they both chose to RA the item placement at 0 items before artifacts.
Well, that seems like a pretty good conclusion to things to make, but then again, this is Rando. It's hard to tell with anything.
All right, Dinopony, our first into main plaza. The item on the ledge looks to be a missile expansion, and
Yep, more missiles than half-pipe. And that's Wave Beam on Volt Ledge, I think.
definitely Wave Beam. All right, early Wave is pretty nice, and we do know Tower Chambers and artifacts, so literally the only non-mines artifact.
Yep.
The good news is, though, that since a lot of deep mines and whatnot has artifacts, it's unlikely that they'll have actual progression.
Yeah, that is nice, but still, it does mean they'll probably have to wait a while before heading and grabbing all of their artifacts.
And here's a common occurrence: Boost Ball before Morph Ball. It's been
Yeah,
happening
Boost
a lot
Ball
this
has been
week.
very common recently.
All right, another pair of items coming up in Hive Mecha. Looks like Space Jump is the mecha item.
That is interesting. That is super
Never mind.
missiles on Hive Mecha.
Okay, what is with this Super Missiles on Hive Mecha nonsense? This is the third, like out of the last 4 seeds I've called, I think this is the third that's had Super Missiles in this neighborhood.
That is... Well, I think it's probably due to the fact that SJF is now, it's now assumed to be in logic, so logically it can be assumed that the player has a missile they need to go shoot at the main plaza tree nub. But yeah, basically like Boost, Spider, and Supers I feel like are the 3 items that have become a lot more common in the early game in Randovania.
No kidding. Yeah, Supers have been making themselves very much known. That's Wave for Dino.
Unfortunately, we will not see a very cruel seed where Faison Suit is in MQB, and then the runners have to go searching around the world for super missiles after having dove lower mines. Unfortunate.
Yeah, not this time. The good news is even without Space Jump, all the items in here are actually we don't have an explosive, so we can actually check the lower shrine item.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, it looks like Dinopony will have to activate.
You're gonna have to trigger the Beatles Dino. There's
Yeah,
an
that
invisible wall there.
Yep, that is a very special invisible wall that does not go away until you grab the item for some reason. Oh, looks like Dinopony is going for the scan dash escape. And Arrow is actually heading into Magmore early, which is a very interesting play.
Yes.
Don't believe they'll be able to proceed further than Lava Lake with their current equipment, but who knows? They could be getting lucky right now.
Yeah, there could be bombs here, and Arrow, interestingly, also proceeding without
That's
Wave. That's a suit. Can't tell which one it is at this distance, but it's definitely a suit.
Well, that's the good one.
No Faison Suit hunt today.
Yeah, no.
I can't imagine Dinopony taking too long to get to that, though.
Yeah, Lava Lake is one of those items you almost always route in unless bombs are obnoxiously late, but still. Unless this ends up being one of those nonsense seeds that has bombs in late Vendrana, I can't imagine Dinopony will avoid Lava Lake for long.
Please don't remind me of that Bombs and Aerial training site Echoes Weekly I had last month.
Heh.
All right, so I think right now our next stop is probably Watery Hall.
Yeah, Warrior Hall makes sense. It's almost always the go-to, just mid-Chozo location after you've got the early checks done. It's got quite... think that was just a missile in Ruined Fountain?
It was.
Nice water jump to get out. It's actually a very precise jump location you need to get in there to just jump out right there. I always just do an L jump from the platform.
All right, Arrow is about to grab Wave Beam.
Oh, there's a power bomb expansion.
Yay, we can finally use an explosive.
Yep, of course, precisely after Dinopony headed to Ruined Shrine and did not check the item there, so that might come back to bite them later, although I'm guessing will most likely head back to Ruined Shrine at some point for a Tower Chamber artifact.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's probably going to be the time they go back. The only time they're going to be convinced to go back for it. Which, to be fair, I think with standable terrain, the only thing that is left with Tower Chamber and Logic is Space Jump, and that is not Space Jump.
Yep.
Oh,
well, there's our bombs.
Who put those there?
Dark Zero, was this you? Troll engine strikes again.
There's
our first validator.
One of them. There are 8 in the pool today, replacing the 7-0 items and the original flamethrower, of course.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna get
I
to
find
see.
it interesting that Dinopony ended up not checking main tree, despite getting the very early supers. But
Indeed.
I don't know. Maybe maybe they just forgot.
All right, Arrow's picking up the other missiles in Shrine. So yeah, Shrine had nothing but missiles.
Oh, well, did Dinopony save? All right, that's good. He's making his way to the save station.
And I didn't. Did you see? Did Dinopony actually check Gathering Hall?
I don't believe he did, but unfortunately, Dinopony's going for the vanilla bombs check, which is, well, we know it's not going to work out for them.
Yeah, it's actually a very good thing that they chose to safety save just now.
Yeah, because unless they want to do some boost ball nonsense, they're stuck in there.
I only managed to do a wall boost in Echoes by complete accident yesterday in practice. The seed was terrible, too.
Yep. To be fair, I am always down for boost ball nonsense in Tournament Seed, so...
That's fair. Boost is just a great item in general.
Yep.
Hold and release the B button to yeet.
Eh.
Could you imagine if, like, we ever get, like, in, like, Metroid Dread, we get Speed Booster or something that it actually says press and hold the B button to yeet?
Ha! That'd be great. Not gonna happen, though.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's only something you would see in, like, a fan game or something.
I mean, considering how much, how some people just raise such a fit over Neo the World Ends With You, including slang in it, we're absolutely not going to see it and see, like, slang of any kind in any kind of serious-ish game, or at least a game not set in a modern city where slang would be entirely appropriate. Well, yes, I am slightly salty.
Oh, I think that's a unique item up there.
It didn't look like a missile.
It might have been a power bomb.
Oh.
Was it a...
Yeah, I don't know. Dinopony at least grabbing the...
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's a very inconvenient grapple for Dinopony.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a missile.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't look like it at first, but yeah, that's a missile. But yeah, Dinopony's not going to be happy about whatever's in here because we know it's not bombs.
Yeah.
And we do not have an item that gives you Spring Ball in this game.
Well, we do have an item. It's called Trilogy.
Well, even in Trilogy, in Prime 1, you don't get Spring Ball until you get bombs.
True. Technically, that would mean there is an item that gives Spring Ball. It's just called Bombs.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, it is a bomb, but it's the wrong type.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do we do afterwards? With bombs, we can go all the way to Fendrana. With Wave Beam, we can actually go all the way to Labs. There's a lot actually, no, we don't have Space Jump. There's actually not a whole lot we can do.
Yeah, Space Jump's gonna be the big question here. I imagine our runners will probably be heading to Magmore soon. Although, I imagine Arrow might take the time to explore a little bit in Chozo.
You know who could have Space Jump?
Yep.
Good old Plant.
Good old Plant. Oh! That's...
Well...
Was that a Warp to Start crash?
No, it wasn't. Well, at the very least, Arrow saved before that... Or not Arrow, Dinopony saved before that happened.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think what Dino would have gone back to Talon for in a Warp to Start anyway.
Yeah, Chad, did you catch what Dinopony was up to before that crash? Because I, to be quite blunt, was not really paying attention to their stream at that point.
I don't think it was a Warp to Start crash.
Yeah. I believe it was minimum is shortly after...
Okay, so
apparently it was from loading the game?
So apparently it was just a random crash, I guess. The good news is the save was preserved.
Yeah, good news is, yeah, Dinopony did not lose almost any time at all, thanks to saving right before Zoid. I will ping the moderators on Discord and let them know that we just got a crash.
Yeah, it wasn't like an overly consequential...
Okay.
Oh, it is a Warp to Start crash. Huh. So it is a Warp to Start crash. It's happened twice in a row. I have never seen...
That is actually very interesting, and this might be very indicative on what causes the Warp to Start crash.
Yeah, hopefully it's not consistent through every save warp, because if that actually could be a real problem. But yeah, I'll let you make all the phone calls. In the meantime, Arrow's gonna go pick up Grapple. Alright, so... Oh, I should probably mark Arrow's Grapple Beam, because I'm kind of dual rolling at the moment.
Yeah. Looks like Dinopony has basically given up on the Warp to Start, which... I don't know, I feel like there might end up being some rules implications on this if Dinopony does end up losing... Because I feel like Dinopony did lose a significant amount of time compared to what they could if they had just been able to Warp to Start and it worked.
I would say let's keep an eye on it for now, and if it happens again, then we'll double check with the staff. Because if it's happening every Warp to Start, then that puts Dinopony at a significant disadvantage through no fault of their own. So
yes, this sounds like exactly the kind of scenario that TO review is for, and I believe there are discussions about potentially adding time losses or penalties based on Warp to Start crashes that we are still figuring out. Although the fact that it occurred right after Dinopony basically respawned from after fighting Zoid, I feel like that could be a very significant clue in explaining how the warp to start crash works, because we are still not sure about how that works. I'm pretty sure Dark Zero might be. This might be some good evidence for Dark Zero,
Surely.
considering the first warp to start happened right after. I'm sorry, what?
I'm just want to stop you there to point out that Dino did not go back for bombs just now.
Oh no! He's forgotten he has super vessels and can grab that item. That is very unfortunate. But yeah, whether or not the runner crashes is, I believe there are rules in place designed that whether or not the runner crashes, should not be a factor in basically their eventual time. So, while I can't speculate, I'm not a tournament organizer. This seems like the kind of thing that Tournament Mod Review is designed for if this race ends up being extremely close, and that did end up being the deciding factor.
Indeed. And again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like AeroRaiser is attempting to climb up a 89.9 degree slope.
Yep. I don't know what you're talking about. That seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to climb.
And what is that in, okay, it's a missile tank in,
Yep.
what's it called? Frigate crash site. So many room names. I shouldn't be surprised considering there's 19 more checks in, Echoes.
Yeah.
Alright, we're looking at Crossway here. Looks
That's
like a
just
new
a new
tank.
tank up there.
Yeah, we have Far Chozo access. We can get all the way to Antechamber, to Vanilla Ice.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that we won't be seeing. I'm pretty sure our runners can't get past Hole of the Elders right here, as I think you'd need Spider Ball in order to activate the bomb slots.
Oh yeah, and they don't have Space Jump to use the standable terrain, so yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. There is not much they can do here. And I think AeroRaiser might have just connected the dots on that with that pause.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Dinopony is heading off into Magmor, blissfully unaware of the bombs they have left behind.
Yeah, there's a couple of checks open in here. We can get Short Tunnel, though it's not currently in Logic without mains, but even still, you don't pass this up when you're right here.
No, you very much do not want to be getting Short Tunnel without bombs. Or Space Jump, because then you would be just trapped down there.
I forgot about that, yeah. And it was a missile expansion down there anyway. And also, Dino didn't have a power bomb, so...
Yeah.
Sort of a blessing in disguise there.
Yeah, blessing in disguise of power bomb RNG. See, Prime 1 drop system isn't that bad.
Alright, I'm trying to think about what Dino could find in here. I have a feeling Space Jump is somewhere right around the corner. If it's not in Transport Tunnel A, then it's in this neck of the woods with Triclops Pit. Or it's on Foie Gras.
Could be somewhere in Fendrana.
Ooh.
Well, that's not Space Jump, but that is a relevant item.
Yep, that's Spider
Can
Ball.
someone say Space Jump in Dynamo? Oh, wait.
No.
Alright, never mind. I am pretty sure that Spider Ball is actually very out of logic now that I think about it. Consider, well, most runners will do that the normal way. That is very much not how you were intended to get. I believe you were intended to have a minimum X-ray visor to spot a bunch of invisible platforms in the area and travel over from basically the starting platform.
Maybe? I didn't see what was in Storage Cavern, but Dinopony is resetting anyway because,
I think it was just a missile.
yeah. This is going to put Dinopony considerable, given that the only check now in that corridor that Dinopony is not seen as Lava Lake, that may take them away from Faison Suit for a bit.
Yeah, that could actually be very significant.
And it looks like Arrow's going for Flogger, which I think, given what we know, I'm pretty sure this has to be progression.
I mean, there is still Fendrana open.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah,
we can still get to Fendrana.
Fendrana Canyon is an option, so I believe it's either Plint or Fendrana Canyon.
Oh, here's the thing. After we do find Space Jump, you know what else is going to be in Logic? Lighthouse.
Yep. Well, it's technically not in Logic, but it'll be an option for the runners.
Alright, and Dinopony now has bombs.
Does look like Dinopony is heading off into Rune Gallery and likely into Lava Lake, so they will not be avoiding this base jump for long. Dread it, run from it, or well, not Space Jump, Faison Suit. Dread it, run from it, Faison Suit is inevitable.
Oh, there's another power bomb in Rune Gallery. Okay, so a couple of power bombs have shown up suddenly.
Yep. Although that does actually tell me that I don't believe Arrow has actually checked the second that Rune Gallery item. No.
No.
Or, I don't know, we'll see if they've picked up the second Powerbomb expansion right here. Oh, never mind, they have, we just weren't paying attention.
Well, I think there's a... I could be wrong, but I think that was that's the third power bomb expansion. Because we saw one on Zoid. We saw one somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, that could very well be true. Because I remember they had one before Zoid.
I want to say it was on lower... It wasn't Lower Dynamo.
I believe it was Water Hall Access?
Yes. So yeah, there's 3 power bombs in play.
Yep. And yeah, Dinopony is heading straight into their Faison Suit.
Yeah, and this is good news for them.
Yep.
So...
They might not know it, but it is good news. Actually, Dinopony has not checked their hints. They do not know how good news this is, I believe.
You know what? You're right. That's a good point.
They are blissfully unaware of what is coming for them.
Alright, looks like Dinopony just wants to clear out the, disruptions.
I was looking for, missiles, because it...
Oh, yeah.
And yep, that is the edgy suit.
Out of missiles in Prime 1. Since when? Out of missiles in Prime 1 Randomizer, I should stress.
Yep. That was a very nice missile snipe on AeroRaiser. Ooh, and another one. That was some very... looks like Plant... They were too slow and Plant knocked some of them down. There we go.
Alright, and Dinopony did scan all 6 hints. So, we're good. So,
Yeah, apparently to the people who are curious, there is actually an the current Faison Suit design was not actually the original design of Faison Suit, and it is publicly available. Basically, like a lot of people will imagine that they wish like Faison Suit was more blue to like represent the Faison. That's basically how it originally looked. It looked like Gravity Suit infected by Faison. Apparently, it was scrapped for not looking evil enough, is the developer quote. But I mean, I can kind of see what they were going for. But it still looks really cool.
And we would kind of get that anyway later down the road with Dark Samus.
Yeah.
But it looks like Flagra itself had a missile. But with... we'll see if Arrow attempts early wild. It's definitely going to be a stretch with this health, but... we'll see.
Yep. That looks like a no. But it looks like AeroRaiser's misadventures with the plant has actually cost them a significant time lead, I'd say. So, Dinopony will probably be the first one to head into Phendrana, which we are pretty sure is going to be where the space jump is. And as we all know on Prime 1, space jump is very important.
Oh, yeah. Could just be chilling right here in Transport Tunnel A.
Oh, yeah, that is also an option.
Nope. It's another
just a validator. Dinopony is now one level of valid. You must collect them all to achieve true validity.
Oh, can you imagine if our runners actually are R8 to that, especially in like the brackets?
That would be great. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised with the nonsense they get up to during brackets.
I mean, we had a one-way elevators to anywhere seed earlier this week, and I did just get finished watching that a couple of days ago, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. I'd never watched that one myself, but I heard the nonsense of the discussion of one of the elevators the runners missed in chat.
Alright, that's a missile in the ice, and the lighthouse has... Dinopony's not going to check it for us. I sure didn't see it.
I did not see it either.
Alright, well, yep, the seed is basically railroading us to Phendrana, so not much else we're going to see.
Yeah.
It probably is just space jump in Canyon at this point. You know, discount...
Probably, but we can dream.
Discount path to space jump item in space jump.
Yep.
Sorry, Dino, you're not going to be able to check that without space jump.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not often we're 30 minutes in with no space jump.
Yep. Adam has not authorized the use of checking this item yet.
Which is funny because Various Suit was like the first thing we got.
Yeah.
Oh?
Oh, oh no.
Did you catch what it was? Because it might have... You think that was a beam?
I think that was a beam, and oh no, that might have been progression, because I know there was a lot of discussion. Oh wait, never mind. Spireball's not in logic right now. We're good.
Spider Ball's about to be in logic, I think, because again, bets.
If Spider Ball's in logic, we're fine. The issue is just I was worried that might be space jump in there, and because I know for a while there was some logic issues about the logic expecting you to get to Lighthouse NSJ.
Really?
Yeah. There are a few ways to do it, either with dashes from the top end, or basically there is actually a cutscene warp you can do, which I believe should be re-enabled in the modern competitive. Oh, Dinopony is leaving.
So must have not liked whatever was, or is, because I know Dinopony had an issue with the first platform, didn't make it across, but I guess is just, yeah, I guess it wasn't important.
Yeah, in which case, I really do not know where progression is right now.
I'm trying to think. Can we get to, with boost, can we get to Warrior Shrine NSJ?
Oh, yes! We probably can.
Because I have a feeling, because that's the only other location I can think of right now.
Yeah. Hopefully Dinopony's warp to start works this time. There we go.
Yeah, we did have, one of the TOs was in the race time room just mentioning that they'll keep an eye on it, so.
Yeah. I do... yeah, I know there's the double bomb jump method to climb the platforms, which can be decently tricky.
Oh.
However, I do believe there is the climb up the side, which a lot of people have found using recently and found to be very easy. So I don't know. Warrior Shrine might actually be in logic here.
Oh, you know what else is in logic right now? Varia grapple wave training chamber access.
Yep.
So it's actually probably just chilling there.
Yeah. Training, Magma Pool itself is not in logic right now, as Randomania operates under a wave required, or mains required preset, so. However, that doesn't apply to your training chamber access, as no power bombs are required for that.
Oh, and AeroRaiser is going to try and climb Monitor Station NSJ. Here we go.
Yep. Very nice on AeroRaiser's end right there. Oh, and Dinopony is going for the plant.
Looks like AeroRaiser's trying to scan dash off the puffer down there. Succeeds, and that's going to be a Warrior Shrine check for Aero, and a Fire Shores check for that matter. Because, yeah, you don't need Space Jump to get out of Fiery Shores, do you?
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, progression has to be in Training Chamber access now.
Or lower Fiery Shores. Or Warrior Shrine.
Well, we don't have main power bombs, so unless it's just main power bombs chilling in
Oh yeah, true.
Chilling in Training Chamber access, but nope, nothing in Fiery Shores.
Yeah, this seed is going to be a bit rude.
So yeah, Training Chamber access is, I think, the only logical check we can do. This is weird, not having Space Jump at 40 minutes.
Yeah!
Ooh, that was a bad time to take a lava bath.
What is this season? What is it done with Randomania?
What is Randomania? What has it been doing with this tournament?
I think it's some Castlevania program? I don't know.
Alright, so yeah, Arrow demonstrated visible frustration at that at the location of that spider ball. Oh, I just looked at the schedule. Holy, there are still 4 other races on tap for tonight, specifically. 2 at 6, 1 at 8, and 1 at 10. Wow. Then again, that's pretty much typical day at the office for this tournament, now that I think about it.
We're really good at pacing things. We're about as good as Randomania is at pacing Chozo items.
Well, to be fair, Randomania is good at pacing Chozo items now.
Or Randomania 3.0 was. Oops, we put all of them right next to each other.
Oh, you want to place the artifact, place no items for the artifacts? Oh, we'll just give them to you within the first 15 minutes.
Or at minimum, we're good as playing as with the 6 item progression items before artifacts are right now with mines.
That was a little bit unnecessary roughness, Arrow. Did you
I
really need
mean,
to? Did you really need to super missile that turret?
it's not necessary of need. It's the necessary of want to have the missiles, and it's a turret.
That's fair. Also, we are near the beeping horn piston. Yeah, that piston, when I first listened to it when I played Trilogy a couple of years ago, sounded like a horn going off, and I thought it was coming out of my apartment.
Hmm.
Alright, we'll see if Dinopony attempts early wild. I'm not...
I doubt it.
I don't think so either, because we've still been very energy starved this seed. I think we only have 2
Yeah.
known energy tanks. Alright, where's Arrow? Oh wait, Arrow hasn't been to Findrana yet, so...
Also, I just realized, I don't think Dinopony has been back to refight Zoid, so he doesn't actually have his grapple beam.
He doesn't have grapple beam, but I don't think that's a problem right now.
I mean, considering training chamber access, yeah, that is a problem.
Never mind. Yeah, that's a big problem. Because since when are we going to training chamber without space jump?
I do believe there is a bomb jump you can do if you have gravity suit, but that is that looks like plasma beam.
Yeah,
in the lighthouse.
I'm like 99% sure that's a beam. Which, to be fair, only space jump is left to put that in logic with Spider Ball around the corner. But yep, game just continuing the meme of getting all the progression in putting all the progression in lousy spots.
Or just putting in progression with lousy spots that the players can see.
Yeah, I think the one-way elevator seed we had earlier this week ended with Go Mode, Plasma, and MQA.
Oof.
Yeah,
Don't worry. We could see our run. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm pretty sure that does require space. Never mind. This is Prime movement. There's probably a way to do the main plaza out of bounds without space jump. I believe Mary Cat has seen to that. It's absolutely insane, but it's possible. So, very, very technically, Dinopony could out of bounds their way into training chamber right now. But no.
Alright, Arrow does have to exercise caution here, as he is down to 50 HP.
Yep.
$50-ish HP.
Although, speaking of things that are very technically possible right now, it was recently discovered that there is actually a way to get the lighthouse item without spider bolt or super missiles. It's an extremely precise out of bounds and is basically task only as far as I can tell, but it is possible.
Oh
Basically,
yeah, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go.
I was just going to say, I'd like to remind the folks at home that if you are a French speaker, we do have the SpeedGaming Francias restream rebroadcasting this race as well. So if you prefer French commentary, you may go visit them. Oh, that's what was in here. Ice Spreader.
Yep. Interesting that Dinopony decided to not grab that, but hey, that's how some people roll.
Francais. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, apologize to the actual French people who had to tolerate that. I'm sure if you want to just get away from us right now after I believe there's a stream open for you.
Alright, Dino is now heading to Farchozo. Which we know there's nothing of... We know we can't really do a whole lot back here. Dino almost accidentally wall boosted Lower Furnace. That was actually pretty impressive. Yeah, I think Dino now has to basically go back and get Grapple Beam. Now, the good news is he has the time needed because Arrow's also miles away from training chamber access.
Yep.
So, yeah, he's got the time he requires, but yeah, this is going to be like a 50-minute space jump.
Which is absolutely crazy. It's easily a record for the tournament.
Definitely a record for me.
Unless at some point, some absolute mad lads decide to remove SJ from the tournament.
I mean, I think that's possible. I mean,
the low percent does exist, and I do believe max percent NSJ is a speedrunning category. A speedrun category for absolutely insane lunatics, but a category nonetheless.
yeah, I always give massive credit to anybody who can pull off those like crazy miss one critical item to make life easy
Yep.
percent categories.
I remember I used to run a randomizer setting that actually removed all the missiles from the game. It was exactly as stupid as you think to it, and I had to do like a 20-minute out of bounds to get into Artifact Temple whenever I wanted to finish the seed. But it was fun.
Oh my. Alright, well, Arrow's back in Chozo. So it's going to be still a couple of minutes to walk to training chamber access, but Dinopony won't be too far behind.
Yeah. It is funny how, despite all of our predictions, our runners are mostly even at this, or should be decently even, close to getting what we think is Space Jump.
I mean, the only other thing it could be that I could imagine that would be progression otherwise is main power bombs. And, uh, basically chilling in magma pool or something. Actually, do you need Spider Ball for training chamber?
Yes, you do.
Okay, just checking. Wouldn't it be hilarious if there actually was progression in training chamber right now?
Yes. Yes, it would. It would be great. Quality content. Oh.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
what?
no. It looks like that actually is possible NSJ to grab that item. Oh.
Are we talking about Root Cave?
No. Triclops pit. It looks like that,
Oh, yeah, because now
that spider...
X-Ray...
I think I had assumed that Space Jump was required for that, but I guess I'm wrong.
Oh, boy. I think Arrow's confused, too.
I think we just broke AeroRaiser, guys. Someone send a technician. But yeah, this is the absolute edge case of, hey, someone send a message to Toaster. We think we have a seed to add to his, their collection.
Add to the submit to streamers list.
Yes, and like the pinned list of cursed art seeds they have. Because I believe this definitely qualifies.
Yeah, because,
Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Spider Ball in, that Spider Ball and Triclops is definitely what leads to progression next. The question is really where it could lead to a Space Jump on Ghosts.
I
Of
think
course, there's
that's
always Dynamo. Could
either...
be... Or Tower Chamber's an artifact, so it can't be that.
Yeah, I think it has to be either Sun Chamber Ghosts or, I think Dinopony's confused, too.
Yeah, we broke the runners, guys.
The imagery speaks for itself. Nothing speaks to problem seed than both runners being on a pause screen simultaneously. Insert Obi-Wan visible confusion meme.
Yep. Whoever generated this seed, good job.
In fact, if whoever is responsible for reposting these to the YouTube, can you add that? Could you make that visible confusion meme the thumbnail for this seed?
Yes, please.
Although to be fair, that could be a great way to describe like a quarter of the rando seeds we've had for the last 2 weeks.
This one absolutely takes the cake. We are approaching 50 minutes with no space jump. And of course, just remember, we still don't have Ice Beam.
Yeah, we're fairly convinced there's a beam in the lighthouse, but it needs Spider Ball. And Spider
Yeah.
Ball's in Triclops Pit. That was a nice jump to get over those Shriek Bats. Not gonna lie.
Yep. I can join in and commentate this race stream this morning. It's not like this will be too long.
I must inform you, my friend. As of the last week, I have realized that when commentating races, always dedicate at least 2 hours.
Yep.
Prime Rando ain't the Jet Rando we're used to anymore.
It feels like half the seats are like pretty jet, but then it just comes up with the most cursed thing imaginable.
Sounds like most of my Echo seeds, to be honest. Either the best things ever or the worst. Case in point, I was practicing Echo's Randomizer yesterday, and it put Seekers in Feeding Pit behind Light Suit, which was basically in the last possible area in the elevator chain I could go to.
Alright, we're pretty sure Arrow is heading to the right place. Pretty sure? Then again, we've said that a lot of times throughout this seed, so...
Alright, so... Alright, yeah, this is the right direction. Alright, so Dino's in Farchozo, but again, there's not, and he's gonna come to the realization, I think he just did, that, there's not really anything we can do with this equipment.
Yep. Then again, there probably is some absolutely insane way to activate the bomb slots NSJ with no spider, but... Then again, you can say a lot of these things technically in Prime, but it's always an issue of practice. Unless your name is Marycat and you have a few hours on your hand.
Now, there's a lot of runners that have demonstrated some, like, amazing stuff. Not just, like, for Randomizer specifically, but for just general tournament. Oh, hello, Puffer. Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah, I just always think of Marycat, dude, like, the trend of the week where Marycat would just, like, post, like, oh yeah, here's some absolutely insane thing you can do, NSJ. It's completely impractical, but I did it anyway because I could.
Yeah, I think this double bomb jump... Oh, not quite. Yeah, what is this logic expecting here?
I know there is a way to get up standable terrain and climb up to them from the other side, which I think... Climb up to one of those from the other side, which I think might be what's required here. I don't know. This is unexplored logic territory for me.
Yeah, no, this is news to me as well. Oh, scan dash off the spider ball? Yep, scan dash off the spider ball.
This is nonsense. I love it.
I was not expecting that to be a thing, but...
So God love how they have to scan dash and then land on an invisible platform. This is nonsense. I love it.
Yeah, we could... Oh, Arrow's on the platform.
Yeah, unfortunately, the fun thing with these platforms is that they also sink while you're standing on them.
Is the game expecting you to scan dash across all 3 platforms?
Okay, I'm gonna go open up Randomizer. I'm gonna take a look at the logic for Triclops Pit, because this feels very relevant.
Kindly do so. Because, like, again, what's left?
Yeah, because, like, if it's not Triclops Pit, I have no idea.
Like, we've seen all of Shrine. We know we can't do Tower Chamber, which is an artifact anyway. Behind the ship was not anything important. It was a missile. We're not that. That would be crazy. Oh, AeroRaiser found something to stand on.
Yep, I believe this is the easy way. Okay, it looks like, It looks like, this is out of logic. I believe so. I believe this is out of logic.
Gollop is saying from near the item you can jump onto one of the last platforms.
Yes, I believe that is the case.
Yeah, Arrow's jumping from the first platform. What I think is needs to happen here is that there's actually standable terrain behind the rock spire. And that's what Arrow needs to be using here. But let me try and just process things for a second. Gollop is saying Ruined Courtyard might be in play. Because, yeah, can you get up Ruined Courtyard without space jump? Because you can boost the,
I know there is a way to do it that I had to learn thanks to Toaster. That's not sarcasm. Thanks for that, Toaster. That was a fun plan, though. I'm not sure if that's in logic. Nothing about it was anything crazy, so I could honestly see Ruin. From my looking at the logic, this is not in logic right here, so I could see Ruined Courtyard being the next logical expansion.
yeah, it's just that Courtyard would be a pain to do without space jump.
Oh, absolutely. Very nice work. Very nice work doing those double bomb dumps and landing precisely on the platforms, AeroRaiser.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Arrow. That angled rock is not standable.
Yeah. I do believe you can get up these platforms using some slope jumps, though.
Yeah, that's what Arrow's doing, because now he's going to climb around here.
And if this is out of logic, that means this spider ball is not what Arrow's looking for. Oh my god, this seed.
Yeah,
and that jump is obnoxious.
I don't think there's even enough height from there to get the jump. I think you need to slope jump from, as Gollop was saying, from the final platform. And, oh, never mind. Oh, but he L-jumped to the left or something.
Yeah.
Who gen this again?
I believe whoever gen this, I believe Toaster Party has a job offer for you. Oh! Hey! Dino got it!
Wow, no, Diggle did not gen this seed.
I think this goes beyond even Diggle. Like, her handiwork is good, but... Oh...
Alright, so, let's see. Gollop wrote it down here. Door to Ruins entryway, middle left rooftop, morph ball bomb and morph ball an L jump beginner, and slope jump beginner and standable. That is a complex chain, but somehow the logic says it works.
Yeah, so it looks like Ruin Courtyard is what had our progression this entire time, and none of the runners know that they just went down a 20-minute red herring.
And you know what the worst part is? It's still going, because you know what's going to happen next. Dino's going to go back for Upper Dynamo, and
Wait, no, Dino is heading in... Seems to be ascending... It looks like Dino is heading into Phendrana right now,
ooh,
so...
it is the right direction.
Yes!
Okay. Maybe it clicked with them that
Oh!
this wasn't...
I know what they're doing! They're heading to grab Lighthouse.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
Storage Cavern did not have space jump. We've already seen it. But yeah, no, from...
Because we know Lighthouse has a beam. We're pretty sure between the two of us.
Now the question becomes, does Dinopony chase the beam, or stay in Phendrana and grab...
What we're pretty sure is the actual progression.
Oh, Dino is not going... Oh, they
No,
might have
trying
to
to
go
do
around.
this. Yeah, I think Dino is trying to do the scan dash trick where you dash from up top, which is really fun because that means you have to head around through the Ice Ruins East Loop every single time you mess up the scan dash.
Which actually, on the subject of Ice Ruins East, Dinopony is actually going to show us what's actually in the stupid place.
Oh yeah, that is also a check. So, oh,
It's another flamethrower.
Oh no. That's all they were going for from Drana. They're heading out now. Oh no.
Yep, looks like Dinopony is warping to start again.
If you don't mind me, I am going to head to the race time room and I'm just gonna copy that seed and I'm gonna save it somewhere.
And we would like to remind the audience that currently, after this, we're only looking for a beam.
Oh yeah, and as Gollop is wonderfully pointing out, there's quite a few late Chozo checks that this opens up, as this opens up Hall of the Elders too.
Mm-hmm.
Dinopony is going to be going on a wild goose chase for space jump. That spider ball, really, that might be the most evil item pickup thing that I have ever seen.
Oh. On the subject of that, AeroRaiser has actually just entered a DNF.
If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Dinopony DNF'd too after this.
I think if that does end up happening, they have to reschedule.
Yeah.
Within the next 24 hours, 36 hours, I should stress. Both runners did Flagra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Arrow's race time comment is he missed something and not sure what, and we think we know what it is. It's Ruin Fountain.
No, not Ruin Fountain, Ruin Courtyard.
Courtyard, yeah, sorry. Courtyard doesn't have a fountain.
Don't worry, you just mixed up one of the, like, 6 different ruins names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this should theoretically mean AeroRaiser is in for a forfeit here. And Dinopony's chasing the space jump, the spider ball red herring, going for ghosts right now.
I mean, to be fair, if this ends up being like Ice Beam or something crazy, then we're literally going to be in Space Jump Go mode.
Which is absolutely insane, and I am totally for that.
Oh,
Is it
looks
just
like
me, or is...
Yeah, no, the stream froze. So it's It looks like it was a stream freeze because the timer stopped too.
Yeah. I'll go check their private stream, see if it's a speed gaming issue, if it's a private stream issue. Oh, we're back.
Oh, okay. Gallop is giving us a confirmation of the rules. If both players forfeit, neither player receives a point for the match, and the tournament continues. Rematches may only be granted for double forts if it's in the brackets or in the case of an incompletable seed. Which, as far as we are aware, that is not the case here. This is not an incompletable seed yet.
We think.
So if that ends,
Granted, I imagine there will probably be a debate after this about whether or not heading into Ruined Courtyard NSG should count as what it is.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's not.
That is an extremely rare trick to know from what I've heard.
Yeah, we had I had a similar scenario in Echo's Rando in the 2020 tournament where Dark Visor, I believe, was in Mining Station B, and you were expected to get that with an NSJ screw attack, and I had no clue, and I ended up having great confusion for a while.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing: we think it's a completable one. It is. I don't know, it is possible that Courtyard still doesn't have what we're looking for. We think that's what's possible, but we don't have confirmation.
Yeah, and again, we're not going to figure this out until we get to Courtyard. So we could be here a while, so buckle in,
more
folks.
Stream issues. Does look like Dinopony's stream is still running in the private, so I think it is just a speed gaming issue here.
Okay, so... Yeah, because Dinopony's already been plagued by enough technical difficulties today with the double warp to star crash already.
Yeah, this race is going to go down in Legends. I can guarantee it.
I'm trying to think. So yeah, there's upper Dynamo. All right, so we have AeroRaiser joining us in chat. We had the same question for about 20 minutes, but as it turns out, Ruined Courtyard is in logic with these settings.
Yes. Yeah, I had to go into Randovania itself and tool around in the database, and from what I found, grabbing that Spiderball NSJ is out of logic, but Ruined Courtyard is in logic right now.
Yeah, as it turns out, basically every beginner trick in the book is needed to get Ruined Courtyard, but every beginner trick is enabled, so we're pretty sure that it is Space Jump. Oh, we've lost Dino's cropping too.
Yes, it seems like SpeedGaming is definitely having issues right now. But yeah, if I'm being honest, considering how Dinopony has reacted to this, I would not be surprised if we have a double forfeit on this. And yes, I have absolutely saved the seed, and I am absolutely going to send it to people afterwards.
Jeez Louise. Give it to Bash.
Heck, I think I might... Who knows, maybe we can have be a competition, the first person to complete this seed. And we all thought the issue would just be like all the artifacts in lower mines and Faison mining tunnel, but no, it's Space Jump.
Yeah, because for anybody who hasn't, who is just coming in, yeah, literally 5 out of 6 artifacts are in mines. The other one is in Tower Chamber, that includes Fungal Hall and one of the Fungal Halls and Faison Mining Tunnel again. But yeah, so yeah, let's see what this is. Because after this,
I'm pretty sure Dinopony will be heading to Hole of the Elders next.
safe bet.
Yeah.
We're fairly sure that, and again, once we, how did Dino get Spider? He succeeded in the, he found different standable terrain.
Yeah, I do believe there is a tutorial for it in the Tricks Helper playlist that everyone uses, or that's pinned in the Prime Help channel, but it's a nasty trick and is absolutely out of logic.
To answer your question, chat, yes, Dino does know Arrow DNF, but still has to complete the seed to get the point.
Yes.
So that's why we are still moving things along here.
Yeah, no. I cannot blame you for your actions, AeroRaiser. This is a nonsense seed.
Yeah, and again, up until about 15 minutes ago, we were just as confused as everybody else was.
Yeah. Thanks to Gollop for doing the investigative work, figuring out where we're pretty sure the actual progression is.
Yeah, and again, I'm pretty sure it can't be anything else besides Space Jump and Courtyard, because, like, Thermal doesn't open anything, Gravity doesn't open anything, Ice Beam doesn't work. Nah.
If you all really want, I probably could gen this seed myself, then enable hacks to go look around and see where stuff actually is. On the other hand, that would absolutely spoil the fun for people who want to experience this curse suffering for myself. So no, never mind, I will let this suffering experience unimpeded.
Yeah, let's not go too crazy with the spoilers for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dino's not going to be headed to Fendrana for a few minutes, unfortunately.
Never mind. Yeah, that wouldn't be precisely logical. That would be absolutely insane if it was, though. I think it was if Ruined Courtyard didn't have Space Jump but had, like, Ice Beam and the runners had to head into Hull of the Elders to then find their next progression under the Ice Bomb slot.
What was in Lighthouse? We're pretty sure it's a beam.
Yeah. However, I don't... yeah. It shouldn't be in logic now.
Oh, Arrow is saying it's a flamethrower. Never mind.
Oh! Never mind! Thank you for calling us out on that. We knew it wasn't a missile, but we thought it was a beam of some kind.
I think it because we saw the two black upper and lower parts of the weapon, which usually are indicative of a beam. Well, this room's going to be very haunted later.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure it's haunted by the ghosts of the runners who tried to complete this seed.
Imagine getting Antechamber the intended way.
Yeah! Dev intended Antechamber. The seed is nonsense. Here it is. Moment of truth.
This is a stupid scene. That's flamethrower number 4, I think.
I am so glad I got out of bed. I got up early to do this seed.
I'm so glad the MMR race I was calling wrapped up in time for this scene.
Apologies, Arrow. This was worth it.
Alright, so Dinopony took a save and
Hold
warped
on,
to the ship.
I can go see who gens this seed, so I can go and congratulate them on a job well done.
Why are there multiple flamethrowers? Because our runners agreed to replace the nothing items, which replace Charge Beam and 6 of the artifacts in these settings with flamethrowers. So there are 8 total flamethrowers in the pool today, if you add the original vanilla, the normal flamethrower, if that makes any sense.
It looks like it is Bellator who gens the tournament seeds for this race, at which point I have to say, this is art.
You cannot see this, but there is a Luigi's Mansion style grin on my face. You've all seen it.
I can definitely see it. We may be miles apart, but I can see it. Oh no! Oh no!
Yep,
Pointing something cursed out. Dinopony may make it to Ruin Courtyard in the worst way possible.
through Thardus.
Oh my god. Yep, out of logic because no thermal, but will give. Oh no, never mind. You can't get through this. You can't get through Twin Fires, NSJ, or at least not without.
This is a problem. Well, luckily Dino saved the ship, but yeah, this is going to be death by excessive burning.
Oh, however, Dino has grapple beam. There are grapple points throughout Twin Fires.
That's fair. Unfortunately, Dinopony saved before the warp, but still has to do the warp.
Oh no, don't tell me this is going to crash again.
No, looks like it's okay. I think it's because it wasn't after a hard game reset.
Yeah. The adventure continues.
You know what this game needs? The Fusion Rando question mark items, because yeah, that's how Fusion Rando handles progression items, since there's usually no visual models for it. It's just an item with a question mark icon.
Huh. I did not know that. I really need to play Fusion Rando sometime. It's been on. I've had it downloaded for a long time, but just never gotten around to it.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat with Corruption Rando. Like, I've got a copy of the game, I've got a soft modded Wii that I can work with, but I just never got around to setting everything up.
And of course, I gotta love how we're doing all this nonsense, and now we're dealing with this NSJ Magmor and only 3 E-Tanks.
And you know what the dumbest part is? When all is said and done, we're still looking for 2 beams.
Yep, we're still looking for 2 beams after this.
Nice Magmor. Like, excessive bomb jumping doesn't even work, does it?
Nope, it doesn't. Oh, never mind.
Call us a liar.
I am well familiar with having to eat my words in these races.
That's a clip.
I,
Oh, wait.
I think Dinopony is going to have to go for the puffer dash to get across.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Very nice. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's not the runners versus each other, it's the runners versus the seed. Or Bellator, depending on how you define it.
I was about to say, I think it's the runners versus the tournament organizers.
Yep. But yeah, I think, regardless of whatever nonsense, Dinopony should be in smooth sailing from here on out to grab what's probably progression in Ruin Courtyard.
Dinopony really wants that energy tank by the looks of it.
No, not going for it. But
Not going for it, though.
very upset about this logic.
Oh, that's probably why, he was probably hoping it was Space Jump.
I have mad respect for Dinopony for suffering through this all. Hello there, AeroRaiser.
Suffering's an understatement. This seed goes down in history.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to be sending it to Arrow or to Toaster so it can be enshrined in the list of art seeds.
Are we sure this is not one of Toaster's 6?
I don't know, Bellator, did you conspire with Toaster for this seed?
And we were just saying how when all is said and done, and we finally do get Space Jump, we're still looking for 2 beams.
And what's bad is my plan was get Spider, check Upper Dynamo, check. It's literally the exact order Dinopony did. It's like that's what I was planning to do. Check Upper Dynamo, check back at Chozo, then commit to Thardus.
Oh
my god!
My god!
Okay.
I mean, Thardus is free now.
Just scanning the lore in frustration.
If that wasn't an indication of what must be done now.
So, is this Ice Beam and Courtyard's just gonna be Goat Mode?
Well, no, this has to... Courtyard has to be Space Jump, I think.
No.
At this point.
No.
No!
Yes.
Yes!
You gotta do it, buddy. You gotta do it, buddy.
That scared me for a second. I'm like, oh no.
Well, there was nothing else Dinopony could have done at this point.
Shorelines is ice. No, we've seen all of Shorelines.
Yeah, Arrow confirmed with us that it is Flamethrower and Shorelines.
Flamethrower in the lighthouse, yeah. I had to get a good look at that. I guess it was hard for me even to see.
Yeah, we thought, like we said before, we saw the upper and lower black spots, but we didn't see we couldn't see the cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to look up and see how to do Triclass Pit in SJ, because I'm so close to finding the right. It really is. Like, I tried scan dashing first. I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna work. There's a giant rock in my way. So I tried finding different.
Also,
pieces
for the official record, I don't think anyone here can blame you, Toaster, for this. Yeah.
Start a smack. Well, this is a way to wake up and start the morning.
Oh yes.
Yes. I was thinking, I had to get up early for this. Granted, early for me, but I was thinking, do I really want to commentate this stream? Sure. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
To get quite possibly the worst tournament seed in the history of tournaments.
The only one that I think compares to this is that one seed we had last year where a bunch of any percent runners decided to enable like all of the tricks and then had to figure out how to do nursery with no bombs.
You see, but that was their own fault. I remember watching that. That was their own fault.
Yeah, very true. This is... No one can blame you for this. This was just pure logical nonsense that was hiding under all of our noses this entire time.
Yeah, because I didn't even know Courtyard was a nursery. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, can I get to Courtyard in SJ? Because I have Boost, I could get the item if I can get into Courtyard.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't think I can.
And yes, to chat, yes, it is possible to get into nursery without bombs. Yes, it is absolutely as jank as it sounds. I believe the solution the runners
You still need space jump, I believe.
Yeah, you still need space jump, but I believe the solution that ended up working was basically falling off and having a War Wasp knock the runners into the tunnel. And yes, that took as long as you thought it did.
Let's see Ice Beam. Come on. Come on. No.
Ah!
I was gonna say, if this was Ice Beam, I'm like, okay, so just coming here was go mode. No, we still gotta hunt down Ice Beam. Given, it's going to be an Ice Beam go mode. So, like, it can't be that horrible. Backup Andrana's completely out of play.
Yeah, Backup Andrana's out of play. Mines is virtually off the table.
Mine's
off the
entirely
table.
off the table. It's impossible to get to mines without ice.
You literally only go to mines for artifacts. Which is dumb in its own right.
And also, just a little other cherry on top of this seed of suffering, you still have to dip back into Chozo for that Tower Chamber artifact.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I think I probably would. I don't know if you can get that NSJ or not. I assume you could.
You can absolutely get it NSJ, but I don't believe either of the runners grabbed it because they knew nothing could have been in that tower area.
No. No. Get the item.
Come on, Dino. End our suffering. No!
This is gonna take. Oh, they have Spider Ball.
They're probably gonna dash into it.
The 20-minute comes through.
Oh, did we both take that long trying to get Spider? Oh no. No. Oh, I thought he was going to labs. Do not go to labs.
Yeah. I do not blame anyone for not knowing how to get into Courtyard NSJ. The only reason I know is because of Toaster and his nonsense Trial of the Elders plando. And here we go. Hey!
If there is any visible confusion left in the audience, feel free to ping.
Yeah, what's bad is I thought about doing it in SJ, but I'm like, there's no way that's in logic. Oh. Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, if there's any more confusion, feel free to roll your eyes.
Yeah, no, the seed is going down in history. I am giving the seed to Bash. I am giving the seed to Diggle. I am giving this to everyone.
Everybody who plays Prime Rando on a regular basis may wish to watch out.
Yeah.
Or watch this VOD.
Everyone's spoilers will be strictly enforced in the tournament discussion channel. And yes, I am a moderator. I can enforce that with rules.
I would actually recommend that because I want to see people play this. Oh my gosh. Now the question is, place your bets, where's Ice Beam and why is it probably right here? Because there's almost nowhere else it can be.
Could be in labs.
It could be in labs. Research
labs
core.
I mean, that's not it wouldn't be the worst, but it wouldn't be great because if you get into research core, you can just leave through the ice door and then go to mines from there. So that's actually not bad. Because you wouldn't have to like reverse back through labs. Also, another question: where the heck are the visors? I mean, I found X-ray, but where's thermal?
Good question.
Probably back at Finjana.
Can we all agree we are very much looking forward to Dinopony's interview?
Yeah. We've already been talking bad about the seed in the race time chat. It's like this is cursed. Well, it's not there. Artifact hunt go mode. Yeah, it's literally because you gotta go, but I gotta get ice beam, and 5 of the artifacts are in mines, which are Lothbot ice beam. So yeah, it's literally just.
And then
blitzing
there's
mines.
that one artifact back in Tower Chamber.
Oh yeah, Tower Chamber's fine though.
Okay, who played the Sun Song in Fendrana Shorelines?
Oh, did we get the black sky box glitch?
Yep, we did.
Great. At least we're at a point where we know Dino will finish. It's fine.
Yes, we are. I'm not saying anything. I will jinx it somehow.
It's gonna be like a broken seed and ice beams and mines. No.
Oh God.
Who knows?
I mean,
Maybe there's
if
some.
I'm
Wait,
actually,
no.
actually thinking
Oh
about
no. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to not say anything because I just thought of a way. I'm not saying anything. Oh, wait,
no.
never mind. You all probably checked Training Chamber.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my gosh, I didn't.
Oh.
Somebody did.
I
It's
did
okay.
not peek it. That
By the way,
should make
Dino
the
is-
beginner.
Yeah,
No,
I think
no,
we. At
it
minimum, there
shouldn't.
needs to be some greater public publicity letting people know that's in logic at the
Yeah,
end of
I
this round.
think what we should do for the Cross Game Cup when we cross that bridge in a few months is we should put a list of gotchas in the logic.
Granted, I don't think anyone can play it because no one knew for this.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know that was in Logic. If I knew it was in Logic, I would have done it, like, when I was in Fendrana.
Yeah, I would say it's because all of the logical pieces fell into place here.
Yeah.
That, you know, every beginner trick in the book that could have been needed to get Courtyard NSJ was needed to get Courtyard NSJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's due to the way Randovania logic works. Of previously, every trick that was in logic had to be explicitly voted singularly in. However, Randovania just lets you vote for single categories. And, like, just... Yeah. So because of that, there can be a lot of things that get in logic when you didn't expect them to be.
I'm trying to remember where I got X-ray at this point.
Ghosts.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
Ghost.
wasn't Ghost.
I didn't
Hold
do-
on.
I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
do
it was
Ghost.
Training chamber access, which is where we
Right.
thought
That's
Space
where I
Jump would
thought
be.
Space Jump was gonna be, because after I finished with Control, I was like, oh, it's training chamber access. Come on. And then I was like, wait a minute.
I gotta say, that X-ray, it has to be the biggest red herring in the history of seeds.
You both basically had your pause screen / map opened at the same time when we were trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
And
because I was
also
like,
just-
wait, what's in logic?
So we would like to welcome the folks joining us from SpeedGaming 1. The imagery speaks for itself.
Yep. Yeah, no, this was...
Yeah, we are over an hour in, and our runners, the one runner left, just
Yeah.
acquired Space Jump.
Like
Yep.
10 minutes ago.
When I gave up on the Spider Ball trick, I'm like, you know what? Bye, I am done.
I really cannot blame you.
Yeah. Well, it makes up for the scene I played last night as practice. Like, last night, I got like a super nice seed. I sub-50'd the seed.
Wow, really nice.
All the artifacts were in Chozo, and the only thing that was kind of out of the way was Plasma and Life Grove. But you had Boost and Spider when you got to back to Chozo, so it was like, you're doing Life Grove.
Jeez Louise. And yeah, again, we can't be looking too far for Ice Beam at this point, because it can't be in far... I'm actually going
Thanks
to
to
laugh.
Dinopony's efforts, Ice Beam cannot be far.
I agree, Azir. That's why as soon as I found Faison Suit on Flagra, I said, okay, I'm done with this seed. Send everyone this seed for practice. Yeah, this seed. This seed.
At minimum, if you can get through the seed, you know you can get through anything.
Oh, is it gonna be research core?
If it is research core, I am going to lap because I said earlier it would be there. Equally as funny.
You wanted ice? No, you get fire.
Okay. All right. Real talk though. What does that give us? Because we
Life
checked. We
growth.
saw.
It's life growth.
No, you need ice to
We
get
need
to
ice.
life growth.
Yeah.
So Great Tree Chamber. No, you still
No,
need
that
ice to
still
get
needs
there.
ice.
Oh my gosh.
It can't
Wait,
be-
wait, hold on. Is Tower of Light fixed?
It
Not
should
that I
be.
Not that I know of. Arbor Chamber, Root Cave Arbor Chamber.
Arbor
Arbor
Chamber.
Chamber. Yep.
Yep. It's
Arbor
got to be
Chamber-
Arbor Chamber.
If we get usually when we get the stuff for it late, Arbor Chamber's usually a beam. Usually I see Arbor Chamber when it's a beam as wave beam. but we
Thank
already
you,
have
chat, for that.
That's right, because we only just got. Since when do we just get access to Root Cave at an hour and a half into a Prime Rando?
I mean, no. He's definitely seen the ice spreader because ice spreader was Vendrona Canyon. Probably just
Yeah.
didn't just grab it.
Yeah, Dino just decided not to grab Ice Spreader for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I
just
decided,
didn't
like,
want
you know what? I'm here. I might as well. All right, we're going to see Root Cave. This is fully in logic, so this is probably go mode, and now we get to sit for 30 minutes of Mind's World Tour.
I am so... Words cannot
Nice
describe
save.
how happy I am that Ice wasn't in labs. That's just the cherry on top of this seed.
If Flamethrower being just like the final insult.
All right, both of these be
Yep.
flamethrower.
Ah!
Oh,
Nice beam. Nice beam game. Nice beam.
Nice beam.
Okay, well, we're done here. Time for the 30 minutes of Mind's World Tour.
And none of the artifacts.
These are not very kind.
Exactly, Kirby. Magoo.
I feel like you go in Twin Fires, take Workstation Elevator, and just circle your way through lower mines.
Yeah,
After going
AeroRaiser forfeited after just 20 minutes of, or after just an hour of nonsense of this seed and could not take it.
Yep.
I will just say, even Dinopony did not figure this seed out as intended. Dino had to break logic.
Yeah, and it resulted in a Thardos fight.
Yes. If I'm... And I feel like Dinopony should get 2 points for this. Unfortunately, that is not how the rules work.
This is gonna make lunch all the more exciting. Not exciting. This is gonna make lunch all the more worth it.
Yup.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of call. I'm gonna keep the stream. I was like, there's not too much more to discuss at this point, since now it's just World Tour for artifacts. We are in go mode.
Mhm.
Yep.
The only
If you
thing
told me this was a plan, though, I would believe you.
Yeah, same. Yeah, we're not gonna see plasma processing, not at this point.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
Dino is in go mode, and I think he just wants to be done with the seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Faison was in Lava Lake. It was super early. Dino actually
Yep.
Dino actually checked this. Actually, no, Arrow, you checked this first.
Which one?
Lava Lake for Faison Suit.
Oh yeah, I was like, I didn't have bombs. I didn't know when I was getting bombs. Let's go ahead and peek Lava Lake.
Yeah, and let's also not forget that on top of everything this seed has thrown as Dinopony so far, Dinopony had a double warp to start crash at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Dinopony has gone through hell and back to finish this seed.
Especially considering how long they spent in Magmore.
Yeah. Yeah, double warp to start crash. Dino tried to warp to start, it crashed, then reload the save, tried again to warp to start, it crashed again, and then walked back to Artifact Temple Vanilla. After an hour and 35 minutes, we finally got our first artifact in this mess of a seed.
Not to mention the last Power Bomb expansion before main Power Bombs.
Yep, main
Again.
power bombs are still not logical. So technically, there is room for this seed to get logically even worse.
You know what else is funny? The last time I saw this happen, Power Bombs were in Central Dynamo.
Yeah, so technically, main power bombs could be somewhere even worse, and oh,
Alright, this is not the artifact. The artifact's in Storage Depot A.
yeah.
I think Dino might just be looking for like an extra quick, easy missiles to make final bosses less painful. Because yeah, he can relax a bit now. Yeah, Pirate's just sitting around watching the slope jump show.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they're just tuned into this stream watching the nonsense.
That's probably exactly what they're doing.
I don't know about you, but this has been very entertaining.
Oh, yes. And it's, again, it was just that all the pieces of the puzzle fitting perfectly. Oh, Dinopony played the Sun Song again. This seed is legendary for all the wrong reasons. All
Yeah.
of the wrong reasons.
All of them combined at the same time.
Oh, Dinopony actually has to be a little careful here because A, 2 suits, B, 4 energy tanks max, B, C, already down half health.
Fortunately, you can stun lock the wave pirates if you know what you're doing.
Or just missile them to death.
Missile wave pirates. Wow,
Or that.
that was a nice snipe.
Well, the Wave Pirates are a different story, though.
The final boss of low percent.
Mm-hmm.
Although, fun fact for those who liked, and mercy for those who like to shuffle charge, there was recently some changes in 3.1 to chargeless logic, which means that this room will now act as a block to charge beam, unless you either have something like 400 energy or have advanced combat enabled. So,
Oh, what a relief.
So, if you like Shuffling Charge, you do not have to worry about doing low percent pirates. And if you're asking why I know this, it's because I explicitly did this myself and opened a pull request because I like Shuffling Charge and I do not like low percent pirates.
Oh, jeez. Alright, this is artifact number 2. And yeah, all the rest of them are in deep mines.
Yep. Except for the one tower chamber.
That's in a lousy spot, too. That is all the way back at the start of the game.
Yep. Looks like Dinopony's going for a well-earned safety save.
Yeah, definitely not a bad idea.
Oh no.
Oops.
Not even bothering with that grapple point, which I found can be very janky.
So can hills, apparently.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see Central Dynamo at this point then, so we're probably not going to be counting Zoid Maze squares.
Yep.
Unless it's main power bombs.
Yeah, considering Dino did not stop to grab that E-Tank in Workstation, I'm guessing they are just straight go mode, dumb with the seed.
You think Dino would... Actually, that's a good point Arrow brings up a chat. You think Dino would do it if it's thermal, so that way no visorless essence?
Yeah, I could definitely see that, though.
Are main PBs required for anything other than Faison Elite? For the runners, no. You can use power bombs anytime, and Faison Elite does not need main launcher in the randomizer. But the logic expects you to have the main launcher before you can use power bombs. So the game won't place, like, if power bombs are needed, then it won't place main power bombs behind a power bomb check. Like it won't place it in like Life Grove.
Yeah. So, logically, our runners are... There is still the chance for the seed to be logically even more cursed. To be honest, I just kind of hope that Dark Zero figures out a way to get mains required implemented in Prime for this version without changing anything, just so we could have someone play this seed and still have to find main power bombs after all this. Probably not going to happen, but I want it to anyways.
And here I thought meeting with a terrible fate was exclusive to Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I am pretty sure these runs have both met with a terrible fate.
Alright, well, that is not important, so Dino is saying no thank you.
Dumb with the seed. Be gone, bot.
Phew. Okay, well, at least we're past firing squad.
Yep.
Alright, so... Yeah, after PMT, you just go ahead and save warp and MQB, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna see, because there's no real reason to fight OP. Unless for some reason OP has thermal, which the runners would not know, but I highly doubt we're going to see OP. But if we see that in the credits, oh boy.
Yeah, I know there's no like advanced hint system for individual items, but I know there's been talk about adding a like scan point and impact crater that lets you know where Faison Suit is.
Yeah,
But
I believe Dark Zero is in favor of that, and so
yeah,
I like the idea. It lets there still be some guarantee of where Faison Suit is without just kind of trivializing it. Still lets Faison hunts be a thing, but there's like you have the guaranteed option or the risky option.
Dinopony being fancy with the standable terrain for a second there.
Very nice.
Yeah, the only thing though is if we replace the in-game lore scans with hints, there's going to be a grand total of like 50 hints. Because there's like Chozo lore everywhere in Chozo Ruins.
Yeah. Plus, Prime is also just a much more linear game, so it doesn't really need as many hints as Echoes does. So I think like dedicated hints for some items like Faison Suit makes a lot of sense, but and maybe one for Plasma Beam, I could also see that working, but I don't think the same hint system Echoes uses would be very necessary in Prime. Of course, that's not to say that it couldn't be an option, but I highly doubt it would become the competitive standard.
Yeah, there would either have to be like duplicate hints or a lot of joke hints.
Or just like there would have to be some sort of system of restricting what lores have the hints, because the lore is not evenly placed out at all throughout the game.
Yeah, like there's a lore entry all the way in Phendrana Canyon.
I know something that was discussed for a while is tying the hints to map stations.
Yes, something like that, because what Ori and and this is just from my perspective, but what Ori and the Will of the Wisps randomizer does is when you purchase the map, it tells you how many key items are in a location. But the thing is, I think there's a couple of regions that don't have map stations. Because I know Chozo and Mines have map stations, right?
Phendrana also has one in labs, so
Okay.
that would be 3 hints throughout the game.
Yeah, but since Magmore and Talon don't have map stations, you'd be leaving like the ability to check for the number of key items out there. So
yeah,
that'd be pretty big. That'd be a pretty big inconsistency gap in the hints.
Yeah.
But again, that is a discussion for the more apt, more those with the more apt knowledge of Prime Rando to have. Because admittedly, I am not one of those folks.
Yep. A lot of these things kind of go into game design rather than basically just quality of life. Could it be done?
Alright, Funkle Hall B does not contain main power bombs, as they are not currently glowing like a Christmas tree. Double kill. I couldn't see the door because it was already the door light was already turned off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dinopony's just gonna zip on by here because there's a save station right around the corner.
Yeah. Faison's the main enemy of cherries? Fool, we will use it to ascend. Because if it exists in Prime, it can be used as standable collision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I just had a terrible thought.
Hasn't that been the story of the seed?
Yep. I'll say it after it hopefully doesn't come true.
Actually an item in Tower of Light?
Okay, phew, no warp to start, Crash.
I think Dino saved beforehand anyway.
Yeah, but what if we got to the warp to start crash loop?
Oh god, that actually would be a real problem right now, because then you would have to basically go through OP because you're committed that far down in mines. Yeah, let's not let's not wish that, please. I agree with you on that front.
Yes. Dino has suffered more than enough in this seed. Here we are, ready to finally acquire this final artifact. I'd say it's an artifact through the placement of the seed.
Yeah, I think I've had enough with the C too. Although more than anything, I'm just hungry.
Yeah, I am hungry too.
Fungal Hall and MQB both didn't have anything important. They certainly didn't have main power bombs.
We did not see our favorite Christmas tree today.
Yeah, it's the only Christmas tree I am in Prime.
Yep.
Echoes at least has 2. Corruption doesn't have any, though, to be fair, because all the items in Corruption are encased in those blue capsules.
Yeah.
The ship grades are even just static objects.
Yeah. Not even gonna take the elevator, just gonna go warp to start again.
I mean, it is still faster.
Yeah, probably.
Because this puts you right in landing site. The elevator puts you in canyon.
Yep.
Is saving before the warp, though. Yeah, I really do hope we can start getting Corruption Randos restreamed within the next couple of months or so. It probably won't be until after the Cross Game Cup if I had to make a wager, but even still.
Yeah. We can all, just dread going to Elysia together.
Yeah.
Because from what I've heard, Elysia is very dreaded in Corruption.
Yeah, it's a very wide area, and it's locked by Grapple Beam.
Yep.
I think I once heard Kirby Master describe it best. Grapples vary by game. Prime 1, it's a meme. Prime 2, it's actually mildly useful. Prime 3, it's the last thing on Earth you want to see.
Yep.
Because sure, Skytown looks pretty, and you're going to get to soak it all in because items are spread out like 1 item per 2 minutes.
And also, I'm pretty sure... Now, granted, this might have just been a theory. I've never seen this. I'm pretty sure Helios is probably the single worst check in the entire Prime trilogy.
It's up there. Because it normally requires you to use ship grapple to assemble a giant thermonuclear bomb, then carry that through a obnoxiously long, it's not obnoxiously long, but a long defense sequence, and then fight Helios.
And there's also, don't worry, there's also the escape sequence after the defense sequence where you have to do like 6 welding puzzles right after another.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3, but yeah, the concept is the same. There's way too much you have to do for Helios.
Yeah, the seed bosses in general are probably some of the worst tricks in the series history, just due to the amount of prerequisites you need for them.
Shoutouts to Bash Prime, whose first corruption seed had hyper mode on the Machine Works Bridge energy cell.
don't know, using a super missile to finish off Ridley. As we finally get into the impact crater at almost the 2-hour mark exactly.
Chad asks, when do we get the other M randomizer? Well, when somebody actually wants to work on it.
Whenever Adam authorizes it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Although, speaking of that, I believe there's currently a shadow cabal of Federation officials currently conspiring to try and keep other Adam randomizer from ever being a thing.
Oh, lovely. I mean, I've been shocked by things happening before. You know, I thought there were a ton of old Star Trek games back in the early 2000s I didn't think I would ever get to play in this day and age because they're old games and physical copies of them are now impossible to come by. Turns out, not the case as of last week.
Fair enough. And to be fair, this is the internet, where some people need to learn the lesson of why not, yeah. Some people need to think of reasons they should, as opposed to think of reasons they could.
Right. But yeah, other games aside, we are now on the Exo fight, so Dinopony's pretty well equipped offensive-wise, just no Ice Spreader, which would be nice. Is only doing this on 4 energy tanks, so this is still very sketchy, for 2 suits nonetheless, so it's like it's like minus 50% of that energy.
Yep.
Yeah, like Dinopony's crashing into Exo way too many times here. That's going to be like almost minus a full tank.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It was only like minus 40. On top of that, he was frozen today.
Very well timed super vessel to do it right after the phase change. Yeah, true. Chat pointing out, Dinopony is quadruply valid.
That's very true. Alright, Dino's doing good so far.
Yep. Exo seems to have not inherited the curse of the rest of the seed.
Now, I do think, if I had to wager, Dino is probably going to interview on the French restream before joining us, so we may be waiting a few minutes to hear his thoughts, if at all.
Yep.
We will, of course, extend the offer just in case, but there is also a good chance Dino could just be so exhausted from the sea that we'll have to save it for the Discord for another day.
Yeah.
On the subject of the Discord, while we are in the middle of this fight, if you do want to learn more about the randomizer, get in touch with the others in the Prime Rando community, or learn about the other 2 Prime randomizers that are out there, we have just posted the Discord in chat.
Or if you want to find other seats like this.
Oh, yes. There's a tab exclusively for that. Also, welcome to Subchamber 4, where anything goes.
Yep. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Sounds a lot like the seed.
And yeah, Dinopony does not want to get hit by those plasma balls right now. A plasma ball hit right now would do, I think, over an energy tank of damage. Oh wow, Exo is not being nice right now.
What? Nope. Wow.
Cut that out. Ooh, gold drop.
At least Dinopony has a significant supply of super missiles right now.
Yeah, that is pretty much the only saving grace here right now, and I don't think Exo's health is high enough to need more than a couple, assuming we get power, of course.
Looks like he was just banking on switching to power, but didn't end up getting it.
Yeah, at 180 damage, Supers is the most powerful weapon in your arsenal right now, with the second best being charged plasma.
Actually, Ice Spreader does more damage to Exo, as Exo actually has a vulnerability to ice damage. It takes 1.5 times.
That is true. Unfortunately, we don't have Ice Spreader.
Yes. We know where it is, but Dinopony just decided not to get it for some reason.
But this is the essence fight now for Dino, so we're just about wrapping up here.
Yep.
Oh, only 130 energy dropped.
Yep. That being said, Essence is not necessarily a fight that you tend to see many runners die in.
So it looks like Dinopony is going for pool cancels here. At least initially, but it looks like he's reverted to standard attack cancels.
Yeah.
Just to move the chain along.
Yep. Oh, not having thermal will make at least this fight at least slightly more complicated.
There should only be one or two more attacks in this cycle.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dino had Essence for a second there, but lost her.
Yep.
Still can't find her.
Yep, trying to find the scan point, which is actually a thing, and... Oh!
Alright, that position looks okay for now. That should be safe. The nice thing is the couple of chip shots that Dino did manage to squeeze out were still attack cancels.
Yep. Any damage you can do during the invisible phases is still good damage. Fortunately, Dinopony will also have two pools coming right up that will be in the normal phase, assuming Dino doesn't get pool skipped.
Which I don't think is going to happen right now. The angle looks good. Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, it looks kind of questionable.
Oh,
That's
no.
very questionable.
Yeah, that's absolutely gonna get pool skipped if it changes right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. And with that, I believe Dino can just unload straight without any fancy tricks and just finish off this mess of a seed.
And indeed he does. Dinopony finishes in first place with an official race time GG time of 2:07:30.
Ah.
All right, we have extended the the invitation to Dinopony. We'll see if he chooses to join us after. Oh, and it looks like he's going to be joining us in just a moment.
Yep.
Chat extending their condolences.
Yep. Let's see, where...
Well, we are now joined in the booth by Dinopony. GG. Bless you
Hi.
for taking that.
Oh my god, what a seed. I'm so tired right now.
We are too.
Yep.
I didn't expect the seed to be... I didn't even know
Alright.
there could be seeds as
Thermal Visor
cursed.
was in Gravity Chamber. Power Bomb was in Transport Access and Vindrana.
And Space Jump Boots in Rune Courtyard.
Yeah.
So let's just explain that for a second, because we imagine you are also equally confused.
Yup.
So you were apparently expected to use every beginner trick in the book that we had enabled for this tournament, like scan dashing, standable terrain, and all that, to get to Ruined Courtyard NSJ, to get the item in Ruined Courtyard NSJ.
Heading through Ice Ruins West, in specific.
I see,
It-
yeah.
It requires a long sequence of tricks that isn't necessarily hard in any place, it's just specific and not something anyone would know about because this almost never comes up.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could climb Ice Ruins West without Space Jump, but I mean, almost every room can be climbed without Space Jump in Metroid Prime, but yeah, this one I had tried in the past and didn't succeed, so I really didn't think it was possible using beginner tricks, but yeah.
Yeah, we didn't either. It was only thanks to Gollop sleuthing their way through the database that we ended up figuring out that's what you were expected to do in this nonsense seed.
Yeah, and we were lucky that there was another way, because otherwise I wouldn't have got it, I think. I was lucky that there was TARDIS. We could go through TARDIS, but I knew I was...
But also, you had to do that, figure out that Spider Ball NSJ trick in Triclops Pit, which
Yeah.
has to be one of the biggest red herrings for seed logic I have ever seen.
Yeah,
Especially with how X-Ray was in Transport Act or Training Chamber
access.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, at first I saw the Spider Ball when I went through Magmore at the very beginning, and I saw it and I was like, no, I don't think it's in logic. So I just let it be, and I thought I told myself that I would come back later with Space Jump Boots or anything else. And when I saw that I had completed almost every check that I had in mind, and I couldn't do anything anymore, so I told myself, well, I tried to pick it up. And yeah, it was definitely possible, but even the rest of the seed was very, very cursed, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
In case you're curious, AeroRaiser did forfeit while attempting the Spider Ball trick in Triclops Split.
Oh, okay.
So you were very much not alone in falling down that red herring.
There was a point where you both had like a map or a pause screen up at the same time.
Yeah, several times I had to open the map, and that's not real often I do that, but the seed was so hard to understand actually where we had to go, lots of backtracking and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, we are going to be sending this seed to several people.
Yeah.
And by the way, spoilers will be strictly enforced in tournament discussion, and I am a moderator, I can say that.
Yeah, this was just yet another 3.1 glorious seed that there has been nothing short of.
I wouldn't even say this is yet another. This goes beyond.
Yeah, no, this was something else. Like, this version of Randovania, this 3.1 is going to go down in history as one of the hardest Prime Rando versions to date, I think.
Yep. This is... I'd say this is easily the most cursed seed we've seen in the tournament so far, and the only seed I've seen that really competes with this is the one last year where a bunch of two any percent runners tried to enable a bunch of high-level tricks in the randomizer, and then didn't realize, and then one of them that they didn't know how to do accidentally was required, and they had to spend 40 minutes figuring out how to do Ruin Nursery without bombs.
Something about them requiring the enlistment of bees?
Yep. But with that, I think this seed really spoke for itself.
Indeed.
Yeah, it did.
Any final thoughts?
Please, more gentle seeds for the next for the next races, because I couldn't stand having one more like this.
Well, there are still 2 more races left in these rounds of Swiss, and yeah, again, another fantastic race for sure. You go up to 3-1, I believe, now going into round
Yep.
5. How do you feel?
That's cool. Actually, I really was feeling like I was way behind at the beginning of this seed, and I was really seeing AeroRaiser like way ahead of me. And when I saw it forfeited, I was like, oh, maybe even the seed is even worse than what I had expected at first, and that was the case. But
Yeah, and this was after, and this is, I'm sure it's a relief for you as well, considering you had a couple Warp to Star crashes back in
Yeah.
Gathering Hall.
yeah, that's true. Actually, it happened only once in all of my practices, and there it happened twice in a row. I'd never seen that before, so I was really confused, and I even went up to backtracking manually. I didn't even retry a third time, but I really didn't know what to do, and I just it was really hard psychologically to stay in the seed and stay in the race when such bad things happen. And I played very bad at the beginning, did very big mistakes, and that was very, very tough.
Well, and again, GG's to you on your victory, folks. We're gonna let you go, just in case the folks on the French restream are looking for you.
Yeah, I'm going to do a small interview there as well. Thank you,
Okay.
guys.
Well, if that's the
Props
case,
to them for also holding on through all of this
Yeah.
nonsense.
I'll pass them the message.
Yep.
all right then. Well, we are going to call it a wrap here. We're gonna hang here on the stream so that way the folks on the French restream can go ahead and get their interview in. But once we're done, we'll leave it up to the bot to guide the raid and where you're going. So with that said, folks, thank you for watching this race in the Metroid Prime Randomizer 2021 tournament. Be sure to follow both of our runners, AeroRaiser and Dinopony, who put up with something.
Yep.
That really was just... I was not ready for that.
I was not expecting that when I got up this morning and said, I could probably do a tournament race commentary.
We also would like to thank Gollop for A, tracking this race and making sure everybody knows who has what, and B, dissecting the logic that we needed to piece together an hour in just to figure out where our space jump boots were. And RoboScout, thank you so much for joining me here in the booth this morning.
It was something. I wouldn't say it was a pleasure.
Yeah, I can't stop giggling. Like there was just too much to laugh about this seed. I mean, and the flamethrower and research core was icing on the cake. I forgot to mention that when Dino was here, but
Oh, absolutely.
that was icing on the cake because that was the last convenient spot where Ice Beam could have been.
Yep.
But yeah, folks, we'll hang here until we get the green light from the French restream, and we will say thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your afternoon or other time of day, and we will see you next mission. Take care.
Hopefully have a better day than the runners did.
And also, since we actually still have a couple of minutes, we would like to remind you folks that there are 4 more races on tap later tonight. We have got CZ versus Digglerath at 6 p.m. Eastern. And that will have the even week weekly settings, which includes, I think, Robo, you alluded to this at the beginning of the stream, random elevators and some extra starting items, and filler grapple beams.
Yep.
We also have, at the same time, Tokapa versus Gunnart on SG6, which will be no warp to starts and nothings with flamethrowers, again, with minor cutscenes disabled. At 8 p.m., we have Speckled Jim versus Alexis Nightfire on SG3. No special arrangements for that one. And at 10 p.m., we have Sasquatch 954 versus Elias Thompson. Definitely a Battle of the Veterans on that one. And that one is Replace Nothings with Ice Spreaders. That will be on the main SG channel at 10 p.m. And then we've got a pair of matches on Sunday. 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Asder versus Death King 2, and Reed Whaley versus Trirex 67. So, tons of good matches coming down the pipe within the next 30 hours here on Speed Gaming. So, we hope you will enjoy that. And once again, folks, thank you for watching. We'll see you next mission. Take care.
Yep.